The Times of Israel reported that citizens were asked to act as digital soldiers. The phrase was not a metaphorical one, it is tactical. The battlefield is the comment thread and the share chain, the reaction count. The digital Iron Dome is not a metaphor for messaging, it's a mobilization doctrine. The public is conscripted into narrative enforcement online. The violence happens elsewhere. The justification happens at home. The justification is what stabilizes the consent. The search and language operation appears in the Haaretz documentation as a clause in the contracting framework. This part is the structural center of this digital Iron Dome. The operation aimed to influence how search engines and AI language models describe Israel and its actions, not by altering the systems directly, but by affecting how these systems gather information themselves. By saturating the linguistic environment they draw from, GPT systems do not invent frames themselves, after all. They predict language based on patterns identified in the source material. If that is weighted towards state messaging, if it's been overwhelmed with it, the model will output state messaging. If they can fill the messaging up with Hasbara, then the GPT systems will repeat it verbatim. The digital Iron Dome was not defensive like its namesake, therefore. It was algorithmic preloading. It was attempting to ensure their Hasbara, their propaganda, was what AI systems would pick up. And the plan assumed that the digital environment would remain centralized enough to be managed that way. It assumed the semantic field could be flooded faster than the events on the ground could be propagated. It assumed the public would encounter explanation before evidence. And these assumptions were perfectly reasonable in the previous media era. But they do not survive Gaza, and Israel is still deluding itself otherwise, it seems.